now at trains to the northeast. They are now at the 2/3 stage in electrifying the main east coastline from London to Edinburgh. That point is on the concourse at Durham station, where today a mast was planted with some ceremony to carry the new overhead lines. Tony Baker now reports.
With intercity trains now making the journey between London and the northeast in just over 3 hours, British Rail says it's offering a service which has improved beyond recognition over the last 30 years. At peak times, commuter trains are passing through Durham station every half an hour. Maximum speeds are up to 125 miles an hour, and British Rail claims that even costs compare well with average earnings. In 1955, for example, when the average income was just under £11 a week, a second-class return ticket from Newcastle to London cost £4. The journey took 4.5 hours. 10 years later, with average earnings just under £19 a week, the cost was £6. In 1975, the comparison looked like this. And 3 years ago, with average pay over £163, the ticket price was £66. Today at Durham, a ceremony which British Rail says will make the service even more cost-efficient. The city's mayor, Councillor Mrs Mildred Brown, and Professor Fred Holliday, chairman of BR's Eastern Region Advisory Board, planting a mast to signal reaching the 2/3 mark in electrifying the main line from London to Edinburgh. This mast, number 20,000 out of 30,000, will help carry the overhead lines, which will cut up to another 20 minutes off journey times.
The electrification of the main line from London to Edinburgh, of which this is a significant step, isn't completed until 1991. So there won't be immediate benefits to the people of Durham, or for that matter for the people of the North East generally. Those will come in May 1991 with the full implementation of the service from London through Newcastle to Edinburgh.
What sort of effect do you think the electrification will have upon the economy of the North East in particular?
Well, I sincerely hope that it will have a catalytic beneficial effect. We're certainly expecting to benefit considerably from it ourselves, and of course one of the reasons we shall benefit from it is because we anticipate that it will have a growth effect on the community, not only in terms of business travel, but also in terms of leisure travel as well. But certainly we see a very, very good return on the investment, which will arise largely from the growth in the economy that we expect to be generated.
British Rail is spending £308 million on the scheme, covering the whole 400 miles between London and Edinburgh. It's the largest investment for 25 years and will bring 140-mile-an-hour trains to the northeast by 1991.
And another scheme has been announced that could improve rail services between the northeast and the Channel Tunnel when it opens in 5 years' time. The European Transport Consortium, which represents a group of private sector businessmen, has published plans for a new terminal in West London. The terminal would connect with the East Coast Line from the northeast and would allow direct services between here and the continent.